Have you ever felt betrayed, taken advantage of, or abandoned by those you once helped? If so, you are not alone. Leave a 2 below if you faced this experience, and let's continue exploring this difficult reality together. It's a challenging truth. Human nature can be ungrateful. Recognizing this is not easy, but it holds the potential to spare us from unnecessary suffering, foster healthier relationships, and ultimately lead to a more balanced life. Welcome to today's video where we confront a tough yet essential lesson: kindness, when misplaced, can lead to hardship. I realize this may sound unexpected, but stay with me as we unpack 8 specific ways kindness can turn against us, and most importantly, how you can guard yourself against these outcomes. Whether you're someone who frequently extends a helping hand or simply seeks a deeper understanding of human nature, this video promises to offer you valuable insights. Let's begin. Number 1, you will not be respected. Kindness and helping others are noble traits, yet without moderation they can work against you. When you constantly offer assistance without boundaries, you inadvertently establish a harmful precedent. People may come to expect your help as a given, relying on you instead of making an effort to solve problems themselves. Over time, they may take your generosity for granted, no longer valuing or feeling grateful for it. Human nature is paradoxical. Often when people receive something freely, instead of recognizing its value, they begin to see it as their due. Gratitude fades, replaced by a subtle sense of entitlement. They focus not on what they have received, but on what they perceive to be missing, and dissatisfaction grows. Comparisons arise, and they may begin to expect more from you, leading to disappointment and even resentment when you cannot meet their demands. In this way, your kindness, rather than inspiring gratitude, becomes a source of tension. Furthermore, excessive help can lead others to underestimate your strength and resilience. They may see you as someone who easily bends to their needs, lacking personal conviction or boundaries. This perception can diminish your value in their eyes and, ultimately, erode your own self-confidence and self-respect. So remember that kindness requires limits. Helping others is virtuous, but it must be done with discernment and restraint. Protect your kindness from becoming a weakness. Allow others the chance to face challenges and grow. Only then will your assistance be truly meaningful and appreciated. Number 2, you will get hurt. Give without expecting anything in return is an admirable ideal, often praised for its purity. Yet, in practice, it is not so straightforward. No matter how genuine our intentions, a part of us naturally desires recognition for our efforts. The instinct to feel appreciated for what we offer is deeply human. When we give wholeheartedly and others do not reciprocate, disappointment follows. We may unknowingly place expectations on others, hoping they will mirror our kindness with similar care. When this expectation goes unmet, feelings of betrayal and frustration arise, leaving us wondering if our kindness was in vain. Such disappointment can shake our faith in others, in the value of kindness, and even in ourselves. We begin to question if generosity is worth the risk, feeling hurt as though a part of us has been wounded. With each instance of unreciprocated kindness, it feels as though an old wound is reopened, intensifying the sense of disillusionment. Doubts emerge: are we too naive? Is our kindness merely a weakness for others to exploit? It is essential to remember, however, that not everyone is capable of reciprocating in kind. Each person is shaped by their own circumstances, temperament, and ways of expressing gratitude. We should not let the indifference of a few undermine our belief in kindness. Recognizing this helps us preserve our commitment to kindness while guarding against potential hurt. We can continue to give, but with discernment and healthy boundaries, ensuring that our kindness remains a strength rather than a vulnerability. Number 3, you become a default in their eyes. Kindness and assistance are gifts, yet when given excessively, they risk becoming chains that bind the recipient, hindering their growth and eroding their independence. Consider a mother who always does everything for her child, from tying shoelaces and choosing clothes to completing homework and driving to school. Initially, the child may feel grateful for this care. Yet over time, this overprotectiveness limits the child's ability to be self-reliant. The child may struggle to care for themselves, solve problems, or develop the resilience needed to face life's challenges. Likewise, when you are always there to assist others, you unknowingly create a false sense of security, removing the need for them to exert effort. They begin to rely on you to solve every issue, from minor tasks to major setbacks. Eventually, they lose the drive to learn and grow on their own. Imagine a friend who constantly lends you money when you face financial difficulties. At first, you may feel fortunate to have such a supportive friend. But over time, this dependence erodes your motivation to manage your finances responsibly. You rely on their help rather than facing your own challenges, damaging both your financial skills and your friendship. Moreover, giving excessively can also drain you. When you devote too much energy to others, you risk neglecting your own life. You may miss out on personal growth, meaningful relationships, and moments of joy. Over time, this leads to feelings of exhaustion, imbalance, and dissatisfaction. True help lies not in solving others' problems for them, but in equipping them to solve their own. Instead of doing everything on their behalf, encourage them to learn, explore, and take action. Be a guide and supporter, not a caretaker. Remember, each person has untapped potential and inherent capabilities. By helping too much, you may deprive them of the chance to discover and develop these qualities, diminishing their self-confidence in the process. So practice mindful assistance. Know when to offer a helping hand and when to step back, allowing others to walk their own path. Respect their independence and trust in their abilities. Only then will your support be truly meaningful, fostering growth and creating lasting benefits for both parties. Number 4, you will fall into despair. When you constantly prioritize others above yourself, always concerned with their feelings to the point of accepting exploitation to fit in and avoid standing out, you risk losing touch with who you truly are. Fearing isolation or judgment, you may strive to please everyone, but this can lead to a profound sense of disconnect as you lose sight of your own values and desires. Consider someone who always agrees to friends' requests, even against their own wishes, out of fear of rejection. Over time, they lose a sense of what they genuinely want, feeling adrift in their own life. Outwardly, you may seem kind, easygoing, and agreeable. Inwardly, however, emotional turmoil grows. Anxiety, frustration, and fatigue accumulate like a pressure building within, waiting to erupt. You yearn to break free, yet feel powerless to do so. Imagine a young woman who continually adjusts herself to please her boyfriend, abandoning her own interests and preferences just to make him happy. Eventually, she realizes she has lost herself in the process, finding no fulfillment in the relationship. Though not everyone who lives for others is exploited, many experience deep loss. They sacrifice their own needs to accommodate others, only to find that their efforts are often unrewarded, leaving wounds that linger. Take an employee who consistently takes on extra work to support colleagues, staying late to assist, but receives neither recognition nor promotion. This lack of acknowledgement breeds resentment and depletes his motivation. Those who avoid making decisions for themselves, constantly deferring to others' opinions and following the crowd, often feel adrift and alone. Unable to find their authentic self, they gradually lose their sense of worth, becoming vulnerable to issues like anxiety and depression. They live in a state of inner conflict, burdened by self-blame and the feeling of being out of touch with their true nature. Like an overinflated balloon, these suppressed emotions eventually reach a breaking point. Those who were once gentle and accommodating may find themselves reacting with irritability, frustration, and even behaviors they never imagined. This is the unfortunate consequence of burying emotions without allowing them healthy release. Number 5, you become a target for ill-willed people. Those with a generous spirit, always ready to lend a hand, often emit a warmth that attracts others. However, like a magnet, kindness draws not only sincere individuals, but also those with malicious intentions, seeking to take advantage for personal gain. Imagine a compassionate woman who consistently assists her neighbors babysitting, cooking, even lending money in times of need. At first, her kindness is met with gratitude, but over time, her neighbors begin to exploit her goodwill. They make endless requests and even show displeasure when she cannot fulfill all their demands. Her kindness, instead of being valued, is taken for granted, turning her into a victim of others' selfishness. These individuals are often skillful at masking their intentions, portraying themselves as vulnerable or unfortunate to elicit sympathy. They may weave stories of hardship, appearing helpless to evoke compassion and compel others to help. They may even promise to return the favor but rarely, if ever, follow through. Consider also a man with a generous heart who donates regularly to charity. Unbeknownst to him, some of these organizations misuse his contributions for personal gain rather than for helping those in need. His kindness, instead of aiding others, is quietly exploited. When kindness is taken advantage of, the loss is not only material but emotional. Those who give freely may feel betrayed, deceived, and even begin to doubt the goodness in others. This disillusionment can make them more guarded, reluctant to help, and less trusting. Thus, those who give generously must remain vigilant and discerning, able to recognize ill intent to protect themselves. Do not allow your kindness to be exploited. Instead, offer it to those who genuinely need and appreciate it. Kindness is a virtue, but it must be directed wisely and toward the right people. Number 6, you lose sight of your own and dreams. While prioritizing others' needs can be an act of kindness, without balance, it can lead to unintended consequences. Constantly placing others first can cause you to lose sight of your own goals and dreams. Imagine a friend who's always willing to help, giving rides, assisting with projects, saying yes to every request. His time is consumed by the needs of others, leaving little room to pursue his own career goals or his passion for music. Because he's so occupied with helping everyone else, he misses his own opportunities for growth. Personal ambitions, burning passions, and future aspirations may fade as you get caught up in meeting others' expectations. You might dream of becoming an artist, a writer, or an entrepreneur, but with all your time spent caring for family, friends, or colleagues, there is little energy left to pursue those dreams. This sacrifice can leave you feeling empty and disillusioned, realizing that in prioritizing others, you've lost a part of yourself. Valuable opportunities, joyful experiences, and meaningful moments slip by, sacrificed to the needs of others. Moreover, continually putting others before yourself can lead to fatigue and a loss of fulfillment. You may feel taken advantage of or undervalued, and over time you may lose motivation, confidence, and belief in your own worth. Remember, caring for yourself is not selfish, it is essential to living a fulfilling life. Take time to listen to your own needs, pursue your passions, and care for your physical and mental well-being. Only when you are grounded and content within yourself can you genuinely bring joy to those around you. Number 7, they become suspicious of you. In a world where genuine kindness is often rare, displaying too much of it can inadvertently spark suspicion. People may question whether there's a hidden agenda behind your good deeds. Perhaps a desire to win favor, exert influence, or achieve a personal gain. Consider a new employee who is always eager to assist colleagues, works late, and readily accepts any task. Initially, his enthusiasm is welcomed, but over time, his co-workers may start to question his intentions. They may wonder if he is trying to gain the boss's favor for a promotion, or if he's hiding something behind his helpfulness. This doubt can create a distance, making his relationships with colleagues feel tense and guarded. Such suspicion can act as an invisible barrier. Others may grow cautious, hesitant to open up, or even choose to keep their distance, fearing manipulation or ulterior motives. Imagine also a friend who is consistently generous, lavishing gifts, paying for meals, and always stepping in during difficult times. This excessive kindness can make others uncomfortable, as they may wonder if he's trying to buy their affection or show off. This doubt makes it difficult for them to accept his generosity naturally, leaving the relationships feeling strained and less authentic. To foster genuine, lasting connections, it is essential to first value yourself. Show others that you recognize your own worth, set boundaries, and avoid becoming easily exploited. When you carry yourself with confidence and self-respect, others will naturally hold you in higher regard and trust you more. As the old saying goes, if you want others to respect you, respect yourself first. When you know how to honor your own value, you exude a positive energy that attracts like-minded people, laying the foundation for healthy and enduring relationships. Number 8, you will form unhealthy habits. When you constantly strive to please everyone around you, your mind becomes burdened with stress and tension. The constant need to think, worry, and strategize about how to meet others' expectations drains you, creating mental fatigue and disturbing your inner peace. In an attempt to manage these negative emotions, you may turn to fleeting distractions like excessive shopping, overeating, or other forms of escapism. I, too, once found myself relying on shopping and eating to momentarily forget the strain and exhaustion of always trying to help others. Yet these outlets offer only temporary relief, failing to address the underlying issue. The truth is that trying to please everyone is a futile pursuit. It's not possible, nor is it wise, to sacrifice your well-being for the sake of others' approval. Learn to establish boundaries, know when to say no, and make time to care for your own needs. As you begin to prioritize yourself, you will come to understand that caring for your own well-being is as essential as caring for others. Cultivating self-respect and self-care allows you to extend genuine kindness to those around you, grounded in authenticity and strength. Remember, only when you are content and healthy can you bring true joy to those you care about. Living for yourself and others. How to find balance. Advising against overextending yourself for others does not imply that you should live solely for yourself, disregarding others' perspectives, and acting purely from self-interest. This would not be self-love but selfishness. While it's neither wise nor sustainable to live solely for others, we must find a balance between the two. Life presents dualities in every situation. When you live well and direct kindness toward the right people, you often receive meaningful rewards, appreciation, respect, and gratitude. However, constantly catering to everyone's expectations will only lead to exhaustion and dissatisfaction. We each have but one life to live, so it is essential to prioritize living authentically, rather than becoming consumed by others' demands. While others' opinions can provide perspective, ultimately you are the one accountable for your decisions and well-being. For those accustomed to living only for others, change can be difficult. Some may recognize the issue yet fear addressing it, while others begin to shift after repeated disappointments. Living for yourself does not mean neglecting kindness. Rather, it involves reassessing your actions and discerning where your efforts are best placed. Value yourself, for only when you respect and trust in your own worth will others do the same. Learn to give without expectation and discern who deserves your help. It is a noble practice to give without expectation, but it's equally essential to discern who is truly deserving of your kindness. If you help someone once and they respond with gratitude, that is a positive sign. However, if they start to take your help as an entitlement, it may indicate that they do not appreciate your kindness. In contrast, those who value your help and show appreciation are the ones worth fostering a lasting relationship with. Stay mindful and discerning, distinguish what should be done from what should be avoided. And do not hesitate to voice your views or set boundaries. Don't fear distancing yourself from relationships that drain you, as letting go of toxic influences can bring clarity and peace. It is often these toxic individuals who foster insecurity, making you overly concerned with others' opinions and dependent on external validation. Removing their influence frees you to live in alignment with your true values. If your environment is dominated by negativity, don't be afraid to seek a new one. There are places where you will be valued and where you can be your authentic self. Step outside your comfort zone and surround yourself with those who recognize your worth, helping you overcome past doubts and insecurities. Self-reliance and confidence in your decisions are the strongest defenses against others' control. Cultivate knowledge, improve your skills, and care for yourself mentally and physically. When you carry yourself with confidence, respect from others will naturally follow. As Gandhi wisely stated, people become great according to the degree to which they work for the welfare of their fellow men. We experience a deep joy when we bring happiness to others. However, it is essential to direct kindness toward those who value it, rather than misplacing our efforts on those who do not, as misplaced kindness often leads to disappointment. Yet, if you give and receive nothing in return, do not let resentment grow. Let it go. Forgiveness, compassion, and generosity will help you grow and be seen in a better light, bringing rewards from the values you embody. I hope these reflections have offered you clarity on cultivating balanced relationships and safeguarding your well-being. Remember, your kindness is a precious gift. Honor it and share it with those who truly appreciate its worth. If you found these insights valuable, please leave an A in the comments below and consider subscribing to our channel to help us continue sharing this positive message. Thank you for your unwavering support. See you in the next video.